Hi, nearly Christmas and still no offers of pantomime. Now, people like to get the board games out at Christmas. Monopoly's still pretty popular. But imagine playing a game of Monopoly where the players start off being given completely different amounts of money. There's 4 of you playing, one of you gets £10, one of you gets £100, one gets £1,000 and one gets £1,000,000. You might say to yourself, particularly if you've got the £10, you might say, this is a bit unfair, hang on a minute. And if you've got £100, you might say to yourself, well, it's pretty unfair, but could be worse. If you've got the 1,000, you might think, well, I'm not in with much of a chance. If you've got £1,000,000, you're thinking, look at all those other suckers. Now, if you start thinking about it, of course, it's completely unfair. And if you start protesting about it, then the police burst in and beat you to a pulp. It's a pretty strict game of Monopoly. So you think, well, better knuckle down, play the game. But you've only got £10, and you think, I've got to get a house. I can't even afford one of the cheaper ones. Used to be the Old Kent Road, quite near where I live actually. Used to be the Old Kent Road, but I can't even afford that. What can I do? Well, I'll have to borrow some money from one of the other players. So you ask the other players for a loan, and they want to charge you interest on the loan. One of them wants to charge 10% interest, one wants 5% interest, and the other only 3% interest. And you think, that's a bargain. And then you think, well, hang on a minute, why is it a bargain? This person wants interest on a loan, and what are they doing for the loan? What are they actually doing to deserve this money? Nothing. They've simply got the money to start off with. And why have they got the money to start off with? Because they were given the money to start off with. And then the police burst in and the whole horrible business starts all over again. Monopoly, it's a very bored game, isn't it? And the reason Monopoly is such a boring game is because very early on in the proceedings, the results, the winners, become fairly obvious. Now, people often ask me, have you got a handy, albeit rather obvious, metaphor for capitalism? And I say, yes, I do. And people say, can you come up with a rather dirge-like song in a minor key? And I say, yes, I can. The rich laugh at us, the way we work all day, so they can play. The rich laugh at us, when we scramble after scraps they throw away. Ha ha ha, that's the way things are. Ho ho ho, that's the way things go. Tee hee hee, that's the way it'll always be. There are winners and losers in democracy. The rich laugh at us when they pretend it matters what we say. The rich laugh at us when they watch us bow and scrape and kneel and pray. Ha ha ha, that's the way things are. Ho ho ho, that's the way things go. Tee hee hee, that's the way it'll always be. There are winners and losers in democracy. But one day the world will turn upside down, and you won't tell the rich from a hole in the ground. The rich laugh at us, the way we fight each other to be next to bottom. The rich laugh at us, the way each wrong is so quickly forgotten. Remember, the main enemy is at home. Having a laugh. Bye.